This is the CMF Phone 1, a sub-brand by Nothing that promises to give us a more affordable smartphone option. So let's see what this refreshing 1099 ringgit smartphone brings to the already saturated smartphone market and how is it different, since it can transform your phone from this, and have unique modular accessories like this and this. Yes. So let's start with the unboxing processes. Yes, because there are more than one unboxing, as this makes the phone different from everything that you have seen. In the box, in addition to the phone itself, it comes with a USB-C to USB-C cable and a unique orange colored SIM ejector pin. So what's so unique about that? Well, the fantastic thing is that the phone is really modular when it comes to the accessories. So sold separately are these interchangeable cases or covers. They are available in orange, blue and light green, and these are not ordinary cases which is typically used just to protect the phone, but this case transforms your phone into a brand new color since it requires you to unscrew and screw them to put them on. How? Well, let me explain. So each case comes with a unique tool, which is a flat screwdriver on one side and the SIM ejector pin on the other, and depending on which color that you use, there's also the included SIM ejector slot cover, the circular accessory point and the included screws as well. So what you need to do first is to unscrew the total of 4 screws, take out the SIM ejector slot case and unscrew the circular accessory point, then just press the circular accessory point gently and slowly take out the case. Now to be honest, this is something that needs to get some getting used to, so it might be a little harder the first time that you do it, but after a few times you will get the hang of this. Then just insert the phone case, screw on the included screws, and next insert the SIM ejector slot cover, the circular accessory point, and you're all set. So this is what it looks like in orange, which has a vegan leather finish, and it is the same for the blue color, and the other light green is in a brushed aluminum finish, or if you're using the black color, it has the same finish as well. Now, if you're wondering why everything needs to be tightly fastened, especially for the screws, well, that is because this phone, the CMF Phone 1, has an official IP52 rating, hence why the battery is also not removable. Yeah, only if the battery was removable, right? Good times. So in conjunction with all of the cases, there's also other unique accessories which gives you the feeling like you're building your own Lego smartphone. First, there is the card case, where inside there's the backplate, the card holder which holds magnetically, and the included screws. And putting this on is a little easier than the phone case, where this time you just need to unscrew 3 screws at the bottom and the middle, put on the backplate, then put on the included screws, and you're done. Now, based on my test, you can fit up to 3 cards in here, which was really great to know. Then the next accessory is the lanyard, and once again the driving factor of this is the circular accessory point, where after unscrewing the previous one, just screw this on and you can just hook the lanyard and you're all set once again. Then finally is the stand, which is for, well, to make the phone stand by itself, which is perfect for watching videos vertically and horizontally as well. And yes, in case you're wondering, you can use the accessories together with the modular cases and also just by the phone itself. Now finally, let's talk about the phone itself and let's talk build quality. Now as you can see, it looks incredibly unique and has a very beautifully raw crafted design. Now it has a high quality hard plastic at the back, which has a matte finish so the phone is fingerprint free. And all in all, it feels extremely good in the hands and feels extremely premium, something that you cannot say within other smartphones within this price range. Now the screws at the back, as seen earlier, are made of stainless steel and the buttons are aluminium, and the color variant that I have is the black version, and there's also the exclusive blue color variant which is only available in India. Now the phone could lay down flat on a surface, and if you press the bottom right, it will wobble a little. Now if you're typing on a virtual keyboard, it holds up pretty well, and the haptic feedback was really nice too, and more on my software experience on the phone a little later in this video. Now the phone screen uses a 6.67-inch Super AMOLED display, so obviously it's not using the flexible OLED display like how it was used on the Nothing phones due to the price factor, of course. Now when it comes to watching videos are high in quality, it was great with playback specification on Netflix at Widevine L1 with a max resolution of Full HD but no HDR playback on the app. And it has up to 120Hz refresh rate, which goes from 60Hz to 120Hz with a touch sampling rate of 240Hz. Now the screen can go up to 2000 nits of peak brightness, and this is also very refreshing to know, especially for a smartphone within this price range. So other than watching videos, just using the phone daily has been great and no complaints so far during my several use of the phone daily, especially with the P3 color gamut for the best color accuracy. Then the in-display fingerprint unlock was quick too, so no complaints also over here. Then as for the camera, while they look like they have two, but in actual fact there is only one usable camera, which is the main 50 megapixel camera, as the other is a depth sensor. Now my first impressions of the photos look great, as you guys can see, very close to the image processing of the Nothing Phone 2a, both during the day and night as well. The front camera is a 16 megapixel camera, and the selfie photos look great, and the image processing is similar to how Nothing has always done with their smartphones, which has always been nice, and so it was on this phone as seen in these pictures, and also when it comes to the overall video quality as well, where the rear camera can record up to 4K 30 FPS and the front camera can record up to 1080p up to 30 FPS. Then as for the other specs, it comes with the MediaTek 7300 5G chipset, the similar ones that comes inside the Oppo Reno 12 Pro, which I've just recently reviewed. But the good news is that when it comes to gaming test, I found that Genshin Impact's performance was way better on this phone compared to the Oppo Reno 12 Pro, which was very interesting indeed. Now there is a dedicated game mode with game-centric settings like toggling the performance mode, and even without toggling the performance mode, it performed well at medium settings at 60 FPS with motion blur turned off, compared to struggling to a lower settings on the Reno 12 Pro. And after toggling the performance mode, you can set the settings to high 60 FPS with motion blur turned on, which was amazing. However, keep in mind that this performance mode will indeed impact the battery life a little more than usual. Then playing PUBG Mobile was well optimized on the phone, and overall it was a great phone to game on. Then the phone's battery is up to 5000 mAh. There's no wireless charging, but it has up to 33 watts wired charging that goes from 0 to 50% in about 23 minutes, and it has reverse wireless charging up to 5 watts. Now the battery life is said to last about 2 days, but we will see how much of a screen on time that I get when I use the phone daily. Then finally, as for the software, it is shipped with Android 14 with Nothing OS version 2.6, which has some new widgets like the date widget, a new battery widget to monitor connected devices, and using the pedometer widget during the launch of this phone. Then the AI features like ChatGPT integration, AI wallpaper generator are also present over here, similar like the flagship Nothing phones. Then the software integration with the newly released CMF Buds Pro 2 and the new Watch Pro 2 has been really great, further enhancing the overall ecosystem of CMF. And the watch can also be used as a viewfinder, which works flawlessly too. And the prices are just 299 ringgit for the Buds Pro 2 and 339 ringgit for the Watch Pro 2, which looks sleek as hell. And do let me know if you want me to do an in-depth review of each of these two devices in the comment section below, and I'll look into doing that for you as well. Then there's a promise of 2 years of Android updates and 3 years of security upgrades, so that was really great to know. But a promise that I will give you is an in-depth review of this phone when I use it more, so do subscribe to this channel if you guys haven't done so. And if you're enjoying this video, a thumbs up would be very nice too. Thank you very much in advance. Now specifically here in Malaysia, the only variant is the 8GB of RAM and 256GB of storage, and something that a lot of other phones does not have is the expandable storage, which can extend up to 2TB via the TF card. Now if you're confused with everything mentioned in this video and want an easy recap, don't worry, because there's a written version of this entire video at our website at www.adamlogan.tv. Links to that will be down below. So with that, do let me know what you would like for me to test further on this CMF Phone 1 in the comment section below, and I'll answer to your questions in my in-depth review of this unique and affordable phone.